BBC News at 9 o'clock. There has been a dramatic reaction to the first debate between President Joe Biden and former President Donald Trump, who are the presumed candidates for the presidential election this autumn. President Biden has fueled speculation over his cognitive capacity at the age of 94 as he frequently stumbled in his speech, confused words and numbers, forgot what he was talking about, and then in the final 30 minutes while being questioned about abortion rights spectacularly soiled himself and had to be changed by the duty nurse. Mr. Trump, on the other hand, gave a more measured performance, although his claim to have recently slept with all of the members of the Pussycat Dolls, including a threesome with Nicole Shirtlifter and Lewis "Diddy" Hamilton, is being seen as somewhat controversial. BBC News.
Yes, it's happening again, darlings. I'm going to make you drive to work with me. Sorry about that. Oh. Come on, Christine, pull yourself together. There's a dear. Okay. Not in the normal spot, darling, because, darling, that makes it sound as if I'm being really inappropriate with one of you, just one particular person. I meant to say, oh God, I meant to say darlings. Yeah, not in the normal spot because Miss Boo has been up in pole position and I finally unpacked her after, when was it? Tuesday's Land Rover lunch. Emma's video of that is now up, so if you haven't already, search out the YouTube channel Disinterested Car Girl. Get subscribed. She deserves to have 100 subscribers before Monday Night Live. She's currently on 81. So 19 of you, please go subscribe, and there are 3 videos up there to watch and they're all very good. Admittedly, I'm in 2 of them, so I apologise for that, but if you ignore me, they're excellent. Okay. Oh, we're going to have to pause. There we go. It's been a funny old week, hasn't it? Well, for me anyway. Monday and Tuesday, well, Sunday, Monday and Tuesday were utterly sublime, and then it kind of went to pot. As you know, I'm trying to pull my head out of my arse, basically, and I find it quite difficult to talk about, so I'll tell you in drips and drabs rather than try and get stuff out all in one wallop. This bit's pretty, isn't it? Sheep in the field. One thing I definitely should say, I'd want to say, is a massive thank you to everybody who's struggled through a live stream, which couldn't have been an easy watch, and texted me or messaged me or called me or all of the above. It has made a massive difference, and I really am grateful. And what else I should say is, don't worry guys, don't worry. I'm having a wobble, it'll be okay. I love that one of you I bless you, so many of you have been wonderful. One of you took a kind of, bit like my old mum really, took a sensible, productive approach, and as well as sort of saying, yeah, you know, no wonder you feel like crap, blah 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 blah, just searched out a load of jobs that I could at least apply for, you know, to take a positive, practical step to getting on track. And one of them, I really fancy it. It's got me written all over it. Delivering Meals on Wheels of a lunchtime. Wouldn't interfere with the restaurant. I'd love that, because those of you who know me well know that I've got a lifelong passion and history of working in elderly care, either voluntarily or otherwise. And of course I love driving about, so delivering Meals on Wheels, I would just love that. So I've applied, fingers crossed. Tractor! Oh, and that tractor once again was carrying gobbled monster poos. Hay poos wrapped in black condoms. And if you look to your left, there are more gobble monster hay poos there waiting to be collected. I think the season of the gobble monster is, I keep forgetting the bloody big buses come down this road now. I was advised yesterday to contact something called the Derbyshire discrepancy. I've got a mental block on the word now. Oh, discretionary. Derbyshire discretionary something or other. I've forgotten the third world now. Third world? Dear God, I'm falling apart. Yesterday, it can all be edited out, darlings. It can all be sorted out in the edit suite. So, yesterday I was advised to contact the Derbyshire discrepancy. Fucking hell. The Derbyshire discretionary doings. And to reach out and seek some help. Well, cut a long story short, there wasn't any. It's designed for like emergency situations. Well, it's designed for when, you know, through whatever circumstance you end up a bit skint, which I am, ladies and gentlemen. And I've got the bank statements to prove it. But they don't help with bills or debts, which seems a bit odd to me, you know? I mean, if you're in a financial meltdown, what are the reasons for that likely to be? They're likely to be that you've got bills that you can't pay, or that you've historically had bills that you can't pay, and now you've got debts. So for a government fund designed to help the skint, to say, well, yeah, we're not going to help you with the things that are the reasons why people are skint, seems a bit mad to me. But there you are. There you are. They'd help with emergency heating, which, you know, thankfully isn't really an issue at the moment. Who needs heating? Or they would help with emergency food. And I might be short of everything else, but the one thing I'm not short of is food. Thanks to the restaurant. As long as I'm with them, I'll never be hungry. So yeah, and that was the only place that could theoretically offer a little bit of short-term, immediate health help and support. I really am struggling with my worms today, aren't I? And I said worms on purpose instead of words. That one was deliberate, the rest of them weren't. Yeah, there was nothing else. That was the one and only option. And it's just a bugger because you know how it goes. You know, something happens like happened to me. You're expecting money to come in, and for whatever reason it doesn't come. So then you have stuff bounce. And then you get charges on the stuff that bounces, and then they try to take it again, and then you get charges on that as well, and before you know it, 150 quid turns into 600 quid. And you can understand why, you know, they talk about a sort of swage of homeless people who are not the people that you expect to be homeless. They're not gamblers, they're not bloody drug addicts or anything. They're people who've been in a situation like me. You know, people who might well be working, but a specific circumstance, you know, like I've had, suddenly means that you lose control of your finances. Everything mounts up. Next thing you know, you can't pay your rent. Next thing you know, you're out on the street, you're homeless, and you're kipping in a bloody peacock shop doorway in your old sleeping bag that used to be for family holidays, and some drunken arsehole is pissing on you at 2:30 in the morning. It's scary. It's scary if you're a chap or a chapess, I suppose, on your own, no family, no children. There ain't that much in the way of support out there, my loves. And it's really scary how any of us are only a couple of steps or a couple of bits of bad luck away from literally sleeping on the street. Greetings, Honourable Bridge. Tractor! It's just occurred to me that in this crazy world we now live in, bizarrely, YouTube could be the solution to homelessness. There are has he been pulled? Sorry, there was a bit of police activity over to the right there. Yeah, I know of more than one channel where people have not been able to afford to live in their home anymore, so they've moved into a van, made a YouTube channel about it, and now they could afford to buy their own home, let alone rent one. There you go. As was said in Yes Minister, every problem is also an opportunity. Doesn't feel like that though, does it? I am very grateful for Monday and Tuesday. You know, again, in hindsight, I'm blessed that they happened when they did. Because, you know, once the initial shock of the situation that you're in starts to wear off a bit, and you start thinking more clearly and with different parts of your brain, you're not thinking with your anxiety or the madness that's going around in your head, or your panic or your depression. You can look at things a bit differently. And I've been watching videos, not my videos, Emma's videos. Watching your own videos kind of doesn't work in the same way. But I've been watching Emma's videos and I'm thinking, you know, do you want to give up or do you want to have more days like that? And I want more days like that. I probably need more days like that. Not necessarily costing a huge amount of money, you know, just going out and cooking food that you haven't even paid for, just outside, just a few miles away from home, costs nothing really, but a lovely thing to do, good for the mind. I've probably been spending way too much time just sitting in the cottage on my own, editing films, doing whatever. Should make the effort to do different things and kind of make the struggle to make ends meet, the struggle or the sacrifice to make ends meet makes it worthwhile if you've got stuff like that to do and look forward to. When you've got kind of nothing in your life going on other than the normal day-to-day grind, then you think, sod it, I need something to make life worthwhile, so I will have that bottle of wine, or I will have that pie, or whatever it happens to be. Whereas when you look at videos of days like Monday, then you think, well, yeah, I wouldn't mind working an extra 3 hours a day in a different job, or going without this, that or the other, if it meant I could have a day like that a month. Okay, let's go and see what's what. Well, well, well. Haven't had a night like that for quite a long time. So apologies that no live stream tonight. The reason is it is now 11:40, 20 to midnight, and I'm just leaving work. So definitely going to be too late for a live stream by the time that I get home, but it's good. It's good. We were oh shit. You hang on there, mate. Oh, thanks for blinding me. God, that's a big old thing. Discovery's enormous now. Yeah, it's good. We've been busy, and after, you know, I mean, this week has been dreadful. Last week was pretty dreadful. So a busy night is exactly what we need. And I've been off the scale busy because Tom Turban, the driver, didn't show tonight, and we were busy. I've been all over the place like a mad woman's drawers. But yeah, feel good for it. It's like the old days. I miss the old days when weekends were absolutely manic, and I did a delivery at 1:45 a.m. once. Those were the days before the pandemic hits. Oh God, he was a bit pissed, wasn't he? Did you see him staggering all over the shop? Yeah, the pandemic seemed to change everything. The late weekend nights just stopped. We used to have customers in right up until midnight, you know, the post pub crowd. Doesn't happen anymore. 10, 10:30, we're doing the hoovering. There we are. So, anyway, been a good night actually. I've enjoyed it. Good to be busy rather than just sitting around brooding on things. It's all good. Unfortunately, I was quite well rested. I don't think I mentioned it before, but I guess it's been a bit of a mad week, and and other stuff happening, and for whatever reason, last night and this morning I slept really, really well. Now I don't think it's because my mind was at peace, because God knows it certainly isn't. I think it was just sheer exhaustion, and rather than worry about stuff and wake up worrying about stuff, I think my brain just totally shut down, and I had a you don't know about the night's sleep per se, do you? But I had a fabulous morning lying. Really, really nice. I really enjoyed it. And I didn't get out of bed until it was actually gone 11 o'clock. That's unheard of for me these days, but I didn't have to fight to stay in bed like I do sometimes. I think, oh, it's too early, I need rest. No, I was just genuinely sleeping. So that's worked out nicely, because I don't feel knackered. I feel nice and well rested. So there we go. Okay, darlings, nearly home, and the time is, it's 11 minutes past midnight, so about an hour later than usual. Apologies for the, apologies for the lack of live stream tonight, for obvious reasons, but there we are. Alright, darlings, thank you so much for your company as always. It just wouldn't be the same without you. Wish you all a safe and peaceful night, or a great day ahead, depending on when you're watching this. And be sure to take good care of yourselves, and if you've got people you love or people who love you, take good care of them too. Oh, we'd better be quiet. Next door have gone to bed. Much love from me, but you, and indeed, Bosh.